This is the definitive Spider-Man live action movie suit tier list. I've seen too many people saying that this suit is better or no, this suit is best. Well, guess what? I'm gonna be the one deciding that today. And you may be wondering, who's this guy? Or what are your qualifications to be saying all of this? Well, first of all, I'm a Spider-Man fan. Second, I just finished watching the new Brand New Day movie. And third, I own most of the Spider-Man skins in Fortnite, as well as the very first one that dropped in Chapter 3 with all of the styles unlocked. Imagine not having that. Couldn't be me. Alright, so let's get into it. And first up, we have the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit. So this is a very, very solid Spider-Man suit in my opinion. I grew up watching him, but unfortunately I didn't get to play any of the games. He's definitely one of mine, and probably many of you guys watching this video, the hero that we grew up watching. I like the webbing sticking out of his suit. It really shows the pattern on the suit, and while I used to not be the biggest fan of the lenses as a kid, it definitely grew on me over the years. It's definitely a great suit, which is why I think it's very deserving of A tier. I know, calm down. Even though I think that the suit belongs in this tier, I still believe that Spider-Man 2 is the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time. I might switch his ranking later though, who knows. Next up, we have Tobey again with his homemade suit. To be honest, I think this is a pretty good homemade suit. I like that the wrestling match was why he first made it in the first place, and it was also a funny scene to watch. Only thing I wished that was changed is the fact that there's no lenses. You can clearly see his eyes. Other than that, it's definitely not bad for a homemade suit, and it's for sure not the worst homemade suit, which is why I'm going to put it in C tier. And we all know who's coming up next. Tobey symbiote suit. Alright, so let's cut to the chase. Yeah, so there's not really much to explain here. This is the only symbiote suit we've gotten in live action so far, but just seeing Tobey's suit in black, it's so peak. I hope that we get to see Andrew's and Tom's in the future too, but there is no doubt that this suit is very deserving of S tier. The only thing that can give Tobey a better suit is maybe seeing him rocking the red and gold Iron Spider suit, but that's just me being hopeful and praying that it happens in Doomsday or Secret Wars. Alright, next up is Andrew's homemade suit.
This guy stinks!
Yeah, so this is by far the worst one on this list. Probably is the worst one on the list. And most likely the only thing going in D tier, to be honest. He just looks like one of those thugs with a red mask and sunglasses on. They definitely could have done more with it. There's not really much else to say. It's pretty bad, so yeah, D tier. However, this suit right here, I will tell you, this is the best live action suit of all time. There's simply no flaws with this suit. I know that currently I've seen people debating big lenses versus small lenses versus medium lenses, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. These are the best lenses I've seen. I love the colors on the suit, and I'm a very big fan of the darker blue as well. It fits in very nicely with the bright red and the spider logo. You would think that a spider logo with long legs wouldn't look good on a suit, but they definitely pulled it off with this masterpiece. It definitely became one of the best aspects of the suit as well. This suit is just so good. It's definitely the best live action suit of all time. Thank you, Polyester Man, for this coated suit. Now, the first TASM suit. This suit is definitely not bad at all. I really like the web shooters on the suit. It feels like a more realistic take on the Spider-Man suit. The only thing that I don't like are the lenses, which is fixed in the second movie. It's still a really good suit, but I think that the lenses are what ruins it for me. I know that a lot of you guys might disagree with me, but I personally can't get past it, which is why I'm putting it in B tier. It's definitely not a bad suit at all though. Tom Holland's homemade suit. I think this is definitely the best homemade suit. The only one with lenses as well. It really does look like a makeshift Spider-Man suit. The bright red and blues are also nice, and I also like the hoodie on it as well. So not bad, kid. C tier. The Homecoming suit. This is a great one for sure. It has its flaws, of course, like the very small spider logo or the random black lines on the suit. I think that the webbing should be a little more prominent on the suit. The moving lenses are a nice touch and feels more like reading a comic or watching a show, so shout out Tony Stank. And I think it's very deserving of B tier. Now, the Iron Spider suit. Okay, so let me tell you, when I first saw this suit in theaters for Infinity War, I was losing my mind. Yes, of course, it's not the original Iron Spider suit with the red and gold. However, it's still very, very exciting to see. I like this suit a lot. It was also cool to see the insta-kill move used in the movie as well. It's definitely very cool and very deserving of A tier. Now, the Night Monkey suit. I also think this is another cool suit, and I think it might be my favorite one from Far From Home. There is one thing that I can't stand from this suit, and it's the fingerless gloves. Why would they not just cover the gloves? You're already wearing all black. It's sticking out a lot too. I can see it very clearly. Someone also just told me about the strap on the top of his head, and now I'm getting annoyed by it too. Other than that, it's not a bad suit at all. Hopefully we get to see another black suit like this, if you know what I mean. But other than that, I would put it in B tier. Now, the red and black suit, or also known as the upgraded suit from No Way Home. Honestly, this is pretty much the same as the Homecoming suit. It just has black instead of blue. I mean, I like the white spider logo on the back. It's a cool touch. The black lines aren't so visible now since it blends in with the rest of the suit. And I will say that it was cool to see the Mysterio fight with this suit on, but I don't think I can say that it's worse or better than the Homecoming suit, so I'll put it right in front of it just because of the black lines blending in. Now, the black and gold suit from No Way Home. I actually like this suit a lot. The color choice is great, and I think the design is very cool as well. So shout out to whoever threw slime on Spider-Man. The gauntlet that Doctor Strange also gives him is a nice touch. I think this is probably my favorite suit from Tom in No Way Home, and I think it's very, very deserving of A tier. Alright, so the integrated suit, which is pretty much the upgraded suit with the nanotech from the Iron Spider suit. This suit actually solved the biggest issue I have with the Homecoming and Far From Home suits, which is the small spider logo. Of course, there's still the webbing on the suit that could have been a little bit thicker, but I really like how the spider symbol wraps around the entire suit. I wouldn't put it above the black and gold suit, but I'd say it's right next to it, so A tier. Now, the final swing suit. Okay, so tell me why people were glazing this suit so hard as the best Spider-Man suit and immediately switch up when Brand New Day comes out. Everyone forgot about this suit. And no, it's not the same one as the Brand New Day one. Anyways, the suit isn't bad at all. The spider logo is bigger, which is good, but I don't like the blue at all. It looks so shiny, and I'm a fan of the more darker blues. Honestly, those are the only issues I have with the suit. The lenses could be a little more thicker, but that's not too much of an issue. The webbing is also more noticeable, which I do like to see. It's not a bad suit by any means. I would put it in A tier. Now, last but certainly and definitely not least is the new Brand New Day suit. This suit solved my issues with the final swing suit from No Way Home. Now this is the suit that I think people are justified in glazing. The darker blue is nice, the bigger spider logo, the thicker lenses, the more prominent webbing on the suit. Definitely no issues with the suit at all. Personally, I think it comes down to preference on whether I think between TASM 2 or Brand New Day suit is better. For me, the deciding factor was the lenses. I'm just a bigger fan of the lenses on the TASM 2 suit than Brand New Day, but it's definitely Tom's best suit to date. Very, very deserving of S tier. And Brand New Day is very much at least top 2 Spider-Man movies of all time. So this is the completed definitive Spider-Man live action movie suit tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully I didn't make too many of you mad with this result, but who am I kidding? Of course this list isn't wrong. Like, come on. Everything is definitely right. Yeah, but let me know what you guys agree with, what you disagree with, or what will you change in the comments. Let me know if you want me to rank anything else too. It was fun making this tier list, so hopefully I get to do something like this in the future too.